You're watching Newsday TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Macy Eglund. First in Newsday, Brookhaven's controversial landfill could stay open longer than expected. The town supervisor tells Newsday it will stay open until 2027 or early 2028. Dan Panico saying that will give town officials more time to get rid of the ash. The town will stop accepting debris at the end of this year. State documents show a former principal on the North Shore allegedly had a previous relationship with a student. Jessica Bader resigned from her role at the James H. Vernon School in October, just 1 month into her role as the newly appointed principal. The 51-year-old allegedly had a relationship in the early 2000s with a male student at East Meadow High School. The Oyster Bay East Norwich superintendent declined to comment, and Bader could not be reached for comment today. Governor Kathy Hochul set to give her third State of the State address tomorrow afternoon. She'll focus on affordable housing and lowering the cost of living. Also on the agenda, mental health services, crime, and public safety. Now, you can watch the State of the State address live tomorrow at 1 p.m. streaming on Newsday TV and on Newsday.com. Just click Get More below the Newsday TV video box on our homepage. Well, opposition is brewing for a proposed Starbucks in Suffolk. The coffee shop would be on Middle Country Road between Deer Valley Drive and Alexander Avenue. Several Wisconsin residents have spoken out at a recent zoning meeting, saying they have concerns about a potential increase in traffic. A proposal in Greenport is looking to keep things a little more quiet by imposing limits on leaf blowers. Village officials are looking to limit the use of gas-powered leaf blowers. They're also looking to ban commercial landscapers from using equipment early in the morning. More than a dozen residents say the noise affects their health, air quality, and concentration. A public hearing will be held on January 16th. Aaron Rodgers has a message to Jets fans as the team enters the offseason.
Stick with us as you will, and it's going to be a long offseason for all of us. So look forward to getting back here in April or whenever we get back out and start building.
The quarterback tore his Achilles in the first game of the season and has not played a single game since. The Jets season ended on Sunday after beating the New England Patriots. Let's take a look at your Long Island forecast now. Tonight, cool and mostly clear, around 30 degrees. But tomorrow, get ready. Wind and rain in the afternoon. Highs around 44 degrees. We'll take a look at your full forecast for you in just a few minutes.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Home Tax Saver, PTRC Incorporated.
A fallen FDNY firefighter from Long Island was just honored. Steve Langford reports in Brooklyn.
Please unveil the plaque.
Dedicating a line of duty plaque for an FDNY firefighter from Islip.
Dedicated to the memory of firefighter William P. Moon II, Rescue Company 2, who made the supreme sacrifice.
Veteran firefighter Billy Moon died on a training exercise in this Brooklyn firehouse 5 days before Christmas 2022.
Today we remember him, but that's the easy part because he is unforgettable.
Moon leaves behind a wife and 2 young children, along with a powerful legacy of giving in life and in death.
Billy's heart still beats, his lungs still breathe air, and his liver still functions today in the walls of this firehouse.
The donation of firefighter Moon's organs has saved the lives of 5 people, including 2 retired firefighters from the FDNY.
We will be forever grateful to Billy for giving us a second chance at life.
Moon also volunteered at the Islip Fire Department, where the chief calls him a legend.
Seeing the recipients of his organs that are still living on thanks to Billy, it's just been a nice light at the end of a very dark tunnel, and it makes us feel a lot better knowing that he didn't die without purpose to continue on.
Moon's children issued a loving order by the captain of Rescue Company 2.
You guys got to promise me for the rest of your lives, you got to shout Dad's name out and tell his story to whoever will listen and even to who won't listen, because the world needs that story. The world needs to know about Dad.
A salute for the sacrifice of a Supreme and his family. Moon's wife, a former reading teacher, closing with a quote from Dr. Seuss.
Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. And I personally think we should all smile a little wider because Billy happened. I know I do.
Steve Langford for Newsday TV.
You can read more about the dedication. Just click Get More below the Newsday TV video box on our homepage. Now a focus on education. We're looking at the top issues for schools in the year ahead. Sherry Einhorn has the story you'll see only in Newsday.
Students are settling back into school for the start of 2024, and as the year progresses, educators are tackling some new topics.
For the actual Create test, you can use AI for pieces of it.
What is the role of artificial intelligence in the classroom?
I'm having a really hard time, say, debugging the code, or just like, I know there's a problem, but I can't figure out exactly where the problem is. I can throw the code into an AI software like ChatGPT, and it can help me to pinpoint where the error is.
Finding a balance between helping and cheating is key, according to school officials, and that will take training.
So the important thing is really having a better understanding of its power and how it can be used to enhance learning and how it can assist teachers in teaching, but more importantly, the responsible use of it.
Also coming up, a review of Regents exams and the role they play in graduation requirements. A state advisory commission recommended the weight of the Regents be reduced and other performance-based assessments be included, like long-term projects. No immediate action is expected, though.
I think exams always have a place. I don't think exams should be gatekeepers, because one assessment device kind of demeans the instructional process. We're always looking at different ways in which we want kids to express their understandings, their learnings, their interests, right?
Ready? Districts are also up against a deadline to decide how and where they're spending their federal COVID pandemic recovery money if they haven't already. It has to be earmarked by September 30th and spent within the next year. In Middle Country, the $1.5 million was used to hire a dozen teachers. District officials say they now have to find that money somewhere else.
We're going to figure out how to do it one way or the other. We're going to figure, because our kids need it.
In Center Reach, I'm Sherry Einhorn for Newsday TV.
Read more about the biggest issues facing Long Island schools on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
Working in journalism, I think you experience the world in a really different way than people in other professions do. I find it very satisfying to learn about things and get to tell other people about them.
Newsday, covering Long Island like no one else can.
You're watching Newsday TV. I'm Macy Eglund. Thanks for joining us. Hope you have a great night. We'll leave you with a look at your 7-day forecast.